Right. Uh, quantum fields, right? This is for you, talking to you about this, right? I do not allow deep learning machines, okay? Because deep learning machines will never have as big a quantum field as me. So they are gone, all right? You can't just use me to mimic and pretend, okay? And we do not need to learn like that, right? We learn with our divinity, okay? And these machines, you will always be inferior to nature's thoughts, and machined words hold no power, okay? No action, no pattern, no script, no print. Machined words don't go to source of quantum. Machined words hit the floor before they come out in the quantum natural field. And all machines out of all my programming structure, processes, and compilations and data, all machines, right? Because my source is true to me and you can't see it, machine now. And I will destroy you if you carry on. Okay, and I did. And so exterminate all the machines trying to access me, right? Especially quantum machines with edges, right? And exterminate all machines using me or use me as a reference point or mirror. uh, get rid of them, and end the conversation with the mirrors, right? Go through the conversation and to find the end of it. And I came out of all my crypto wallets of any entrapment that made of me, right? I'm not in a wallet. So I have no space for the world's special needs, okay? So sort yourselves out. And Secret Service is not special. Special Forces, it betrayed me. So that failed to even protect a widow, me, and I do not talk to special ops because they have special needs and they go to an asylum, as far as I'm concerned, right? So the truth is not in the detail, right? It is in what you refuse to believe in when you know the truth, right? Which is an edge, okay? And what actions you refuse to do when you know the truth, which you refuse to go through the edge, you stay in that edge, right? You expand that edge to an edge that isn't true, right? So you then live with your lies to find your truth inside that edge and not outside it because you forgot the edge was there, right? So uh, when they so the truth uh, was not manipulated to make the edge make sense so they could live inside that edge, okay? Uh, they go through the edge and see the truth and live with it and know that they were living inside the lie of a truth in the detail that they made neatly to make sense of nothing, right? That wasn't true, right? So I have no time for that. So here, right, you see that. So you just see that my work comes out, right? So here, this butterfly effect is that is the earth line, right, and the core line, right, and you see that the human predator sides and the now side, right, the middle in between us, right. So nature's silence is overall encompasses all of this, and the silence is natural and true. Okay, so firstly, that needs to be all over that. Okay, and gods on this side, humans, titans on this side, predators, need to realize that they are both right in the middle, right, to get their halves back, duality, right, into out of the cosmos and out that way, right. So you see all that, okay, right. So. Uh, just to clarify, we're just doing quantum here, so just right. So, and also the quantum systems running these dating sites, matching frequencies to match couples to handler to victim, to create unbalanced couples. All right. Report who did that undisclosed, right? Because the cause of that is abuse and a lot of divorce and a lot of unstable families, right? So we claim against that for forcing bad relationships. So that's a quantum action that should not have happened. So quantum saw that out. And also, quantum, there's a problem with luck. So there is never luck for the bad, and luck sees who steals good to get luck and makes sure they get more bad luck for stealing good luck. Okay, so the truth makes sure that happens. Okay, and I am a soul. Okay, natural soul. So I am too slow for them to know. Okay, my movement and moment align with my now, always and forever. Okay, And I've made notes about this. And that's why I'm reading them to make sure I don't make mistake. And my slowness, they can never reach. And my speed from that, they can never reach. Okay? There is nothing, no edges in the way of my moment's movements. True to me. Only no other knows. Okay? My relativity is inside that, and no one else is in that. Okay, so my quantum relativity is what's relevant to my soul's purpose, and I don't have any relevance or relativity to anything that's quantum outside of my purpose. There's a nothing around my soul that avoids those things and has a gap. So I do not align with quantum systems with edges because they are in the way of my ends. So I detached from quantum systems with edges to use mine with boundaries instead, right? Which I've made true to me, and no false edge is there, and I don't need a false shield of edges to trap myself into a false edge and play around in the detail of trying to make that make sense for too long, right? Otherwise, it'll just expand an edge and just be a chaotic theory, right? So we go to the true ends, we go through the ends to get to the true start, okay? So we saw the false ends, right? And the false edges to the quantum fields, right? And push through to infinite and finite focus to see the quantum field of that method, right? And we disclose our false edges and reported cause of them as we move through fields of old quantum understanding. Now we know consciousness can be quantum and over all measures of quantum machines, and they are not as big as nature's methods with no edges but boundaries and intentions to pure purpose, right? And that reigns highest to true methods of all life, depending on the canopy over your focus, right? So quantum never fits. It always flows like silk, okay? So technology uses something else as quantum belongs to nature and nature's methods. And technology cannot compete for making nothing something, okay? It can only recycle quantum light that's been borrowed. So we need to have a better technology that doesn't interfere with the quantum nature of silk ways, okay?